Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be drawing an old person, kinda. I don't know. It's gonna be an old person, but I'm mainly gonna be focusing on making them look like a gnome, because I think that's funnier. We're gonna give them a gnome hat and a big old beard and mustache. He's gonna look like a gnome. I don't have to worry too much about the jawline for this, since it is going to be mostly beard. It's going to be covered up. But I do still want to get the basic head shape down. So let's go ahead and get this. I think that's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And we're going to erase this and just immediately get into drawing it. I'm not going to give him any body right now. I could possibly give him robes, but I probably won't, because I kind of just want to draw his head. And then give him a little gnome hat, little pointy gnome hats. Except for I'm not going to make his pointy, I'm going to make his droop down. Because he's old. If he were young and spry, his gnome hat would point up. But he's old and angry. He's angry at everything. Alright, let's go ahead and try and get his nose in here. Let's actually give him one of those, like, bumps on his nose. Hold on, could go something like that, where it's just, like, bumpy nose. I could go something like this. Or I could do something like this, where it's just a regular nose. Could go like this, where it just has a bump. I'm not sure yet. Let's go ahead and add a line here just so I know where the eyes are going to go. That's where the eyes are going to go, so I actually need to lower his nose anyways. Let's go ahead and start by adding guidelines for stuff first, because I think that'll be better if I add some guidelines. Pretend like I know what I'm doing with the nose, really. Alright, just adding a bunch of basically scribbles to his nose. I wanted to have a really big nose, but I kind of want it to be rounder, but still nose shaped. I could do the circle nose with the circle nose slits right here, like this, and with the bumps and everything. I could do one of those, but I kind of don't want to. But his mouth's gonna be right here, which you're not really gonna be able to see his mouth. And then his eyes, for the sake of not wanting to draw his eyes, he's gonna have massive eyebrows, which they're not gonna look like that. I just don't know what I'm gonna draw them as right now. So that's what they're gonna look like for now. There we go. That's basically what he'll look like, since he's old, and old people are, I don't know, I guess angry now. We'll give him wrinkles. It's not actually meant to be angry, it's just meant to be wrinkles, but it makes him look angry. Gotta give him his beard. This isn't a beard, this is a mustache. Gotta give him his mustache too. Alright, get that thing to stick out. But actually, I kind of want it to point down more than it is, so let's get this to point down. Get that erased a bit. Then we're gonna, kind of just disregarding this entire little shape that I did for his head. Then we're going to add the beard. Which is very large. I want it to be very large. Alright, so we need to lengthen that. And then go like this. Just kind of adding random shit there. Okay, but we still need this part of his head, kinda. And same with this part of his head. Still needs to be there. But we can go like this for the gnome hat. What does a gnome hat actually look like? I actually have no fucking clue. But we're going to pretend like we do. We're going to say it's like this. And then like this. He's going to look kind of wonky, but this is fine. Alright. You know, I could have looked up some reference pictures, but... No, you want to do this without references. It'll be fun, he says. He actually never said that. He just started the video before he thought about it. And he would have actually grabbed references if he thought about it. Alright, yeah, that's probably right. I don't know. Do gnomes have little rims around their hats? I might actually look up gnome really quick. I am actually going to Google gnome. Hold on. I would pause this video, but then I would have to reach up to the phone. How do you spell gnome? Gnome. Gnome. Images. Okay, they don't have rims. Some of them do. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a rim. Maybe I won't. It's not that big of a deal. Not yet, at least. Alright, is he bald? Yes, he's bald. He's old guy. He's bald. Alright, let's go ahead and try to turn this into something actually better than it is. Let's get his nice big old nose correct. Then let's actually make sure that all this is erased good. Alright, this thing leaving pencil prints on the paper like that, it's making me think I need a new one. Which is often why I will roll this thing off the page instead of just picking it up. I roll it off the page so it doesn't get fucking pencil lead all over the page. Alright. Let's think about this nose. Think. Thinking is done, because thinking is for nerds. I am not nerds. Alright. There we go. Here's some wrinkles on it. And there's the nose. Not perfect, but not bad. Maybe not quite as large as I wanted it to be. But I think it still looks good, so we're going to keep it. Going to add a little line here. Little line here. Are we gonna shade his wrinkles? I really don't want to, but I might have to. Yeah, I might have to shade the wrinkles. Alright. Go ahead and go like this with his eyebrow hairs. There we go. Then go like this. Go like this. That's not how I want that, so we're gonna do a little bit of a thing called sharpen the pencil. Hey, please stay close when I'm sharpening it. Hey, who said you were done? Just because of that, you get 2 extra. What the hell is wrong with this lead? I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of all wonky shaped. That doesn't matter. It's sharpened. That's all that matters. Well, that's not as sharp as I would have wanted it. Alright. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Is it really? No, I don't like it, but it's probably as good as I'm going to get, considering I don't know why I can't get that angle. We're not going to worry about that. This wrinkle shapes. I also don't know, I mean, I'm sure wrinkles follow some type of format in this, how they're actually shaped. I'm not going to pay attention to that format. I'm just making stuff up. Alright. There we go. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I was trying to do. I don't want the lines to connect. Because if they connect, they look a little more wrong. But if they're disconnected, it looks a little more correct. Right. I don't remember where I learned that. I just remember looking at some art and being like, these lines aren't connected, but this actually looks quite correct. And these lines are connected, and this is something I drew. Maybe I should try drawing it without the lines connected. That's essentially what I thought. I think it was either that or I learned it when I was drawing that duck a long time ago and just realized it. It really could be either fucking thing. I genuinely have no idea. Alright, that's not the best, thing in the entire world, but that's fine. You may say, hey, you're shortening the jaw a bunch. Yeah? Do something about it. I didn't give him an ear. Should I give him like a really big ear? I don't know what ears look like. It's been quite a while since I drew something besides like an elf ear. I don't know what human ears look like, so we're not necessarily making a human ear. This is just big giant ear shaped. No, he doesn't get a neck because his beard makes him look incredibly wrong, because his beard is incredibly wrong. I don't care, if I'm being honest. Alright. There. Still get this all bunched up. I probably shouldn't just draw that side alone. But we were, so whatever. Alright. There is that. And there's that. Let's erase this line really quickly, because I think I can do better. Alright. Not perfectly straight, but it's better than it was in terms of like how it looks. There we go. And there we go. And we're gonna add some lines right here for like wrinkles and shit. But there we go. And there's that. Then we got this on his face. He's got a weak ass jawline. Right. I'm not gonna shade his fucking wrinkles. You may say, but you already started shading his wrinkles. Shut up. No, I didn't. That's your imagination. There's no shading there. There's just shading on this hat. That's all there is. There's no shading anywhere else on this drawing whatsoever. Alright, let's go ahead and shade. Shade the only thing that's shaded on this drawing, because nothing else is shaded. It's just your imagination. There we go. Alright, add this in. And then do this. And then go like that. Get this in here. And we're just about done with the hat. Shade some of these areas a little darker. This is the bottom area, so it should be shaded just a tad darker, you know. Alright, go like this. Shade this area right here a little bit. Shade right here a little bit. Shade right here too. And right there. And that's not perfect, but I don't think it needs to be. Shade his beard just a little bit, just kind of add some color to it, basically. Because I want some color in it. And then we'll do the same to his eyebrows, even though his eyebrows are kind of already at that stage. And there we go. Here is old. This is Olden. That's his name, Olden. There we go. Alright. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye.